being 13 in 2008 and being 13 now, the feelings, the insecurities, the stupidity, the immaturity, the crassness, but also the vulnerability and the anxiety, I think those are the same. But the context around what their lives are like are different. The seed of the idea really was, what if you took a movie like Stand By Me, which I love. I think it's one of the seminal movies about adolescent boyhood that treats kids and their emotions with as much, chaos and irreverence, but also emotion and vulnerability that I think boyhood is. But take a movie like that and have it star kids who looked and talked and felt like the kids that I grew up with. And I grew up around a lot of Asian American kids, but also just a lot of children of immigrants, a very multicultural city. And really just see what that did to the movie by just making it characters who looked and talked and felt like my friends, characters that I've never seen in the movies that I love.
What was it like getting to view your adolescence through them kind of retelling this story?
The characters in the movie to me are characters.
Okay.
I think obviously they're inspired by me, inspired by my sister, inspired by my mom, but ultimately I wasn't interested in telling a memoir. One thing I was really inspired by was, movies like Lady Bird, right?
Yeah.
I think, obviously people watch that movie. I watched that movie. It's inspired by Greta Gerwig's life, but I'm not like, oh, it's her just retelling things. I think even she has a quote that I really loved, which was, I think that movie for her, it rhymes with the truth more than it is the truth. And I think that was an ethos that I kind of took into this, where I wasn't like, oh, you can't do that because I didn't do that. It was, no, what works for the character? The character is not me.
And music is a big part of this, and music was a big part of you in 2008. What was your favorite band in 2008, and did they make it into the film?
Favorite band in 2008? I mean, so many of the artists that I loved made it into the movie, and a lot of the movie kind of pulls from skating and this sort of pop punk Warped Tour music scene. And we got legendary bands like Motion City Soundtrack. They have 2 songs in the movie. One's an original song. They haven't released new music in over 10 years. It was all these songs that meant a lot to me. And it was, I had a playlist before we even shot that had all these songs. And it was amazing that we were able to actually get half of those songs.